Well, even in the preseason, how important is it to see them push back at the end and tie it up?
It was really nice to see we looked a little nervous, a little hesitant at the start, the first 5-10 minutes or so, but obviously finished much more aggressive, much more assertive, and very nice to see that.
What'd you think? I guess what was it like just to see Jack to get that goal when he did, especially just, where he's at in his development at that point in the game to score in a big moment?
Yeah, I thought, credit to all the guys that were out on the ice. Just very good decisions. They stayed with it. We could have been frustrated and made the plays. Cousins made a really nice play, and then obviously, the guys that have the skill and are opportunistic were ready for it. And very poised and calm, and got the job done for us.
Dylan wore the 8. He was an alternate captain today for this game. Did you feel like he really that leadership he showed on the ice, just the way that he played? It seemed like he was very assertive when his line was out there and when he had the puck.
Yeah, we know, obviously, Dylan is, I've spoken that we have so many great leaders in our group and guys that are potential, future captains and have captain potential, attitude. And Dylan obviously is one of those. I don't think that's any secret to anybody that watches our games. The way that rosters work and lineups work in the preseason, you have to put letters on guys to communicate to the officials and take charge of that part of the game. And it was an easy one to put an A on Dylan for the things I said, and obviously the roster that we had, lineup we had today.
How much did Tyson Kozak catch your eye at the Prospects Challenge, and what did you think of his game today?
Yeah, Kozak has been really good, and Riley Sheehan, I thought, stabilized that group as well. But he's been good. He has continued to acclimate. He enters rookie camp. He continues to get better through rookie camp. I thought he's done the same thing through 3 days here, watching him in practice, the scrimmage the other day, and even in today's game to look more and more comfortable. Good hockey sense and competitive.
Is that what you're looking for with a lineup as young as the one you have today, like the acclimation, I guess, into the NHL speed and pace?
Yeah, you have a lineup as young. All these lineups are young. Let's face it, both teams, and there's a lot of nerves, and you just want to see how fast guys can get to task, to get to working and push, and you want guys to push both teams. It's really early, and the biggest thing is for these guys to get back into hockey shape, to hockey season shape. They're all great athletes. They all worked hard over the summer. And today's athlete, and now it's giving them the opportunity to push against each other and get back to game shape.
What do you think Jack Quinn could add to your team if he shows he's ready to be on full-time start of the season?
Clutch. He's a clutch player. He's one of those players that when games are on the line and pressure mounts, he embraces that. He wants the puck on a stick. Some guys don't in that time. They want to get rid of it. They want to make sure they're not the one to make a mistake. Incredible internal drive and obviously a skill set to match.
You mentioned calm. So he talked about there being an empty net there, but isn't that what good goal scorers finish those plays like that at the end there?
Yeah, it looks easy, but they only because they make it look easy. And yes.
You said he wants the puck on his stick. Are there any hints of that during the timeout there, or is it just the mannerisms on the ice? Where do you see that?
No, it's all the time. It's mannerisms. That's right, Jordan. You can tell by the body language and posture. Again, there's a couple minutes left in a game, even tie games, and as pressure mounts, you see body language of player to player, and some are hoping deep down maybe not to be in a situation that might cost the game, and others look at it and say, I want to be the guy to win the game, and Quinner has a lot of that in him.
Well, UPL got the entire game. He obviously performed really well in the shootout, made some big saves at the PK. How important was it just to give him that game, at the start of camp and just sort of evaluate him, give him that experience?
Yeah, I don't want to read into it anything psychologically. He just needs the game to physically get into the game. He came back in great shape. We're not going to be too critical assessing these guys, and we don't want that to be the situation, especially this early in camp. They just need to get back into shape. So I'm not putting pressure on anybody. I'm not even looking to over-evaluate anybody. Again, it's get back into hockey season shape. So for me, I just want to see him push right now. And I thought that Upi just pushed hard, focused hard through the whole game. He looked great in the shootout. He looked his conditioning. He looked strong from the conditioning standpoint in the shootout.